As you may know, I have been spending some time in the version 5 of Silhouette Studio, and today I want to talk to you about the Send panel and the new things that are on there. So let's get into it. So I went ahead and just put just a basic star shape on here, and you can see right now it has a red line around it, and that is telling me that I am using tool holder 1, and that is your red shape. And then if you want to use a device in tool 2, then it would be shaped in blue. The red and the blue is not new, but the way that you change things around are new. So right now I have it selected as red. Here is all of my tool holder 1. And the way I know I'm on tool holder 1 is that the tab here, it says tool holder 1, is in blue. Now if I come over to tool holder 2, now you see that has turned blue. That's the tab that I'm on. But you'll notice that that does not automatically change your color around the object that you want to cut. So to do that, I need to come down to the bottom here and say, to change it, you can either tool to either use the outline of the selection or use all the selected lines. So for my star, it is just an outline, but if I had something that had a cutout through it or something, then you would want to make sure that you're using that for everything. Now it's cool that you can select the different options here, especially like maybe you wanted to cut the outline, but maybe you wanted to sketch all the other lines. That's how you would use some of these other buttons. So let's just go ahead, and now it's blue. So this looks funny because in my Carrier 2 right now, I'm working on some stuff testing out the craft blade. And when you use the craft blade, it adds these extra pieces to it. And that's kind of how the craft blade works, because it's got a deeper craft. The blade has to get deeper, so it has to maneuver itself a little bit different. Just like you have seen these lines with the rotary blade as well. But the thing that I really wanted to show you is you have this part down here. The way you do a test cut has now changed. And I think the upgrade that they've made to this is totally awesome. So right here, you just have this button that says Generate Test Shape. And you click on that and you see that my test shape looks a little bit different, but that's because I have the craft foam selected and I'm using that craft blade. So that's going to cut a little bit different. But did you notice how I just pulled that shape to a different spot on my mat? That is the cool new feature that I'm loving, because now you can make sure that your test cuts are completely out of the way of where you're planning to cut whatever is on your mat. And then when I want to do my test cut, all I have to do is come over here and hit this Send Test. So let me show you now if I go over and then the only like downfall that I found is that there's not really a way to duplicate this. So if you had to do multiple test cuts, you just kind of have to see where that one is, and then you would just drag it down a little further. But there's no real good way to like make sure that this test cut's not where that other one is. Maybe in the future they'll allow us to just keep generating more and more test cuts to make sure they're out of the way. This is why when I set up my mat, when you come over here to page setup, there's the transparency. I like turning that transparency down so I can see those grid lines through. And then you'll see when it brings up my page, you can still barely see, but those grid lines are there. So when I do my generate test shape and I move that around, I can see that I'm about an inch down. And let's see, this is 8.5. So this is 7, 6, so 5 inches. So I have an idea of where that is, and then my next test cut I can pull down here, and then that way I can continue on and not be in the way. And then if we go over to tool holder 1, notice, and let's change the shape to back to that. But now look at, because I'm using my regular auto blade, look how that test cut changed shape too. This is what we're used to seeing for our test cut, is this lovely triangle inside of a square. But again, I can go ahead and just pull that around wherever I want it, making sure that it's not in the way of what I'm doing, but also you can put it up here so that you're not wasting a ton of material either. And then when you're done, you just select it and then say remove test shape. And now your test shape is gone and you're ready to cut your project like normal. So that's what I wanted to show you. Again, this is version 5 of Silhouette Studio. And I hope that you like this little tidbit here. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will be live on Sunday with you, and we are going to be cutting some fabric. Noon o'clock Pacific time on Sunday. I'll see you then.